Subject-object scientific analysis is an overflow of energy. It's not a squeeze. When it's a squeeze, it's detached observation that's dissociative. When it's an overflow of energy, naturally you see the different colors of the flowers. And that scientific analysis can go further. You can look into the flower. You can understand the chemical composition. You can understand the roots. But when you start going too far and it's not an overflow, it's a reaching because you're going to grab something. Now you're in trouble. That's not what you want to do. You want to always work on the roots. And the root is integrated awareness, integrated observation, integrated detachment. Means that there's identification of the oneness between you and others, and that there's nightmares of illusion, of suffering. But when you got to play by the rules of the illusion you're bound by, and when you're in a nightmare, you really believe you're there. So you have to be grounded in the practical realization of that. And once you are, you wake up. And in waking up, those cells of your body mind that were stuck in fearful clinging are free. They unbound and reunite with the vast expanse of nature's nourishing, like when you're alone in nature. So it's not that you have to go to the farm and go to the sea and everything to get this nourishment from nature. It's right here. But the inner spaciousness depends on you becoming cathartic in the areas of your body mind that are asking for a little kindness, a little love, and things like that. Love is not based on worth. Love is not based on karma. Love is unconditional. It exists by itself. And these things are the facts of life. And it doesn't matter whether anybody said it to you before or not. That's not powerful. There's no strength in delusion or nightmare. It's not even real. It's a bubble. So you always have to not know who you are if you want to be an enlightened person, because you're attached to knowing things. You're attached to being this person you think you are. A master doesn't do that. A master wannabe doesn't do that. They're content with the journey of self-reinvention, knowing it's the only survival. It's the only way to thrive. It's the only hope. So they let the magnetic pull of the universe recreate them. And the more you can do that, the more you gain epigenetic influence, neuroplastic change, behavioral change. So you can be anybody you want to be when you return to talking to whomever from this place. And knowing that gives you the freedom to redesign your methodology, your paradigm of interaction, of interface with other people. You're able to create more nectar there. So it all depends on your inner preparation. But, the human mind is like a child looking for an ice cream cone. And unless it gets an ice cream cone, it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
But that's not really what you need. What you need is the satiation that's freely offered from nature right now. It's right there in that environment. It's not out anywhere else. It's being offered to you. It's kind of like humanity is like 8 billion people's knocking on the door of your heart, mind, and soul saying, "Can I heal you, please?" And you're like, "No, let me figure this out. Let me keep you separate and figure it out, and I'll get back to you because I'm afraid." But they're like, "We just want to heal you." That's the 8 billion people. And then how many billion insects? And then how many whatever else is. That's the movie theater that you're in. That's spiritual knowledge. It doesn't matter whether I display it or I'm certainly don't display it. But the reason I echo it is to hear myself talk. So maybe I'll learn something. It's spiritual teaching. So if you immerse your whole life in spiritual teaching, if you're on the grounds of the University of Enlightenment and you're protected in your provision, and you just got to follow directions, show up for class and do your homework, you don't have to worry. Leave life and death alone. Leave past, present, future alone. Leave yourself and others alone. You're in the university, you're busy. And from that, you develop an overflow of energy that spontaneously configures right action for people. That's effective.